You guys ever think when we were kids, we'd always say, man, I can't wait to finish high school and do what I want. I can't wait to have a job or a car. I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait till I live on my own. You know, the reality is we don't think about is when we're not in school, we have to have a job. And if we're not living at home, for the most part, you got to pay rent. If you have a car, you got to put gas or charge that car. Or if you have a car, you have to have insurance. We always think, what if, what if, what if? I can't wait, I can't wait, I can't wait. Right? And I'm sharing all that right now because, over the last year and a half, I've gone through a divorce, a really nasty one, if I'm being honest. And it took everything out of me. I've lost some friends. I lost family over it because for lack of a better word, for those who know me and know my ex-partner, she said I was a narcissist, which, right? And I've been going to counseling, therapy again. I've been in a co-parenting class, which is really enlightening. And I'm sharing all this on my channels because it's part of who I am. I'm doing the 7-day go live and get comfortable and build an audience and tell my story. And my story is, I'm a single dad. I'm doing the role of mother and father for the simple fact that the mom isn't in the picture. She's off doing whatever she wants to do, and I have to be there for my kids. And what's funny is I left the marital home, rented a room from my best friend who passed away almost 2 years ago, his mom, who I promised him I would stay with her so she wouldn't kill herself due to her alcohol and drug abuse. And that turned toxic real fast. It was like I left my ex-wife to be with a older virgin. Like I got to time travel and see what it would be like if we stayed together another 20 years. And when things were going south, and I saw that I would end up having full custody of both my kids, I had to get out of there as quickly as possible. And we came into our first house, the casita. And originally it was just me and my son. And me and Minnie had, we had the gaming room, we had the bedroom. And then my friend came to stay with me. That was my old roommate, which was my brother Albert's other best friend, his female best friend. And she ended up staying with us to help me with my kids at night. And then she would take off and go to work, rotating schedule. And then my daughter ended up coming living with me because my daughter caught her mom drinking, which she wasn't supposed to. And it just blew up into this huge thing, right? And I'm sharing all that because we've outgrown the house that we have now. And just recently, we were blessed with our new home. Got the keys as of today. Started moving our stuff in, and what's exciting about it, it's big enough for all of us. And we finally got the divorce settled as of Wednesday, and we are selling said marital home. And I'm gonna pay off all my credit cards and my car and have a little bit left over to start a new college fund for the kids, and also rebuild my life one brick at a time. Bunny XO, Jelly Roll's wife, came out with a book and talks about build a house with the bricks thrown at you. For the last 20 years, I've been told what a POS I am, what a bad father I am, what a bad human being I am, what a narcissist I am. And, and going through therapy and going through my co-parenting class, I learned the true meaning of that word. And the reality is, I've learned that when someone's accusing you of something, there's a good possibility that they're guilty of it themselves and they're trying to deflect. And I'm not saying anything neither here or there. It's all in the paperwork. It's all in the receipts, as the kids say. And I share all that because I beat myself up because I feel like I'm letting my kids down. I'm letting Minnie down. I'm letting my princess down because I've struggled the last few years. Like, Disney, Finding Nemo, just keep swimming. And all I've done the last 2 years is kept swimming and just trying to keep my head above water and trend. And then I started doing the YouTube every day and Pokeversing and content creating and trying to help my son start his channel, Dennis All Stars, here on YouTube, and just building brick by brick. And all these bricks that people were throwing at me, telling me what a failure I am, or why are you even involved in that Pokemon stuff, and I had someone call me a scalper the other day because I got a bunch of rubber duckies and squishy balls because we have like 4 birthdays coming up in the next 2 weeks, and my son likes them. So I'm out there. I'm first in line, broken foot and all, as I'm trying to get back to work and struggling because I feel like I'm losing my way. But you know what? The one thing is, I woke up today and, my son told me last night when we came home from a party, and I said, I'm going to go lay down. He goes, Dad, could you lay down with me? And my son wanted to go out to lunch with me today. And my Pokey Princess called me just to tell me she loved me, and she's excited for our new place, and everybody's excited because we're talking about decorating the house, and everybody's going to have their own room. And the only thing really missing from this house is a pool and a wraparound porch. Like, I have a little studio that's connected between me and Mini Minnie's room, where we're going to be able to have a gaming system set up and have a streaming, it's kind of like a streaming room. And if you guys are commenting, I do apologize. I don't know how, I'm on my phone, so I don't see the chat. So please don't think I'm ignoring you. I really appreciate you guys coming by and checking out. But my story is, I'm a dad. This channel is based on me and my son and my daughter. We're originally the dynamic duo, and then the Pokey Princess started coming to some events with us. We're going to be at Card Party. Yes, baby. Woo, 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 woo. I'm so excited about that. A lot of my friends that I've made in the Pokeverse started last year at Card Party, and we followed each other, and there's going to be some collabs coming. And I share all that because I'm just putting myself out there, man. I'm just a dad who is trying his best to make sure that I show up for my kids right where they're at. And every step I go, and I was talking to a friend of mine where I talked to her and said, like, I feel, I don't know about anybody else. I have a higher power who I choose to call God. I'm not a Bible thumper. I'm not going to sit here and quote scriptures on you. I just believe in a higher power, and it's easiest to identify him as God, right? And God will close the door, and I get so anxious in the hallway that I want to kick that door back open, break a window, or break into another door, because I don't feel like I deserve the good thing that God is removing. Well, not the good thing, but I once heard this, that God will close or remove people out of your life because he heard conversations you didn't. And everything that I've been blessed with since I decided to make the hardest decision in my life, which was leave our marital home and file for divorce. And it started the scariest last 2 years of my life. October of this year will be 2 years when I filed for divorce. It took almost 18 months, and it was gnarly, man. It was gnarly, and every step of the way I kept being told I was a narcissist and what a horrible person I am. And you're probably thinking, why am I talking about this on a Pokey channel called Unbox Them All? Well, I'm unboxing my life for you guys. This is who I am. I'm a dad who struggles trying to find product. And you know what? Everybody be talking smack about Perfect Order, but you know what? I could find it almost every day at Target because some people don't like it. I think it's cool. And what I love about it, there's like, 150 cards to master set? Yeah, baby, any day. Yes, I will be master setting this, so now I have 7 or 8 master sets. But what I'm sharing to guys is I'm struggling. Today was a good day for me because I woke up and I realized, and I'll wrap up with this for those who've been with me for the 8 minutes and change, is that I woke up today, I woke up I didn't get woken up by a CO. If you know, you know. I got to have breakfast with my son. I have friends in my life who are like family who were able to watch Mini Mini for me for a few hours while I started moving some of the smaller stuff into our home. Not just a house, but a home where everybody is going to have their own space. And we even have a streaming room, a family room. Like, it's a beautiful home. And it's all because I didn't act in fear when God closed the door and I had to walk through the hallway to get to the other side. I have people in my life who love me right where I'm at. I have people in my life who aren't afraid to tell me my truth even when I don't want to hear it. And I have people in my life who are teaching me how to be the best version of myself. I have men in my life, men, younger and older, who are continuously investing in me and leading by example. And that, to me, makes me the richest, most successful man in the planet. And every day I'm waking up to be a better version of me. And I'm going to tell you, I make mistakes. If you're here and you've watched my channel and my growth over the last year and some change, I've made a lot of mistakes and some videos really sucked. But I don't stop. I get up every day. I post it for 140 something days. I've posted consecutively. If in counting the 2 days I missed because I was sick on my birthday, I've already been over 200 days continuously posting. And it all started because Alex Ketchum had gotten a year, Deep Pocket got a year, Powder got over a year, and I'm like, if they can do it, I can do it. And yeah, a lot of their content is Pokemon related or TCG related, but I'm not quite there yet. I'm a dad who's trying to figure it out. So you guys are along the journey with me, and I hope you guys can learn from my mistakes, and I hope you guys get some special juju. And for the one person that's been hanging on for the last 11 minutes, thank you. I wish I could see your name and give you a shout out, but at least I know someone hopefully is getting something from me, opening up my heart. And you know what the funny thing is, I was told so many times, like more times than I can count, oh, you share too much. Now, one thing I have learned, I don't share in real time unless it's like something like, I don't know, not drastic, but like it's something that I just can't contain. I usually share after the fact, because something else I've learned is the people that are following you the most, the hardest, are usually your biggest haters for the most part. They want to see you fail. And that's okay. Here's something else I did. This is where I know the real growth has come. I unblocked a lot of people that have been blocked the last 2 years because I don't really care if they see how good I'm doing or how bad I'm doing. That's part of my journey. I'm not going to hide it from you guys. If I'm having a great day, I'm going to tell you I'm having a great fucking day. But if I'm having a shitty day, I'm going to tell you I'm having a shitty day a couple of days later, because sometimes not everybody needs to know your business. I knew about this possibility of trying to get a bigger house for us over the last couple of months, and it's been in the works, and it literally happened quicker than I could blink an eye, and I'm truly grateful for it. And it's a great blessing, and I'm truly grateful. So we've been on for 12 minutes. My goal was 5 minutes, live at 5-ish. As you guys can see, it's 7 o'clock, but it's been a busy day. Me and Minnie have been doing a lot of adventures. We went out to dinner, our lunch, and he's having ice cream right now. I'm doing laundry, and tomorrow I go see some things I need to take care of, and I'm going to continue building and grinding. And for my one of my special friends who has a Jeep, she doesn't know it, but I got her Chucky. I got her Pillsbury Doughboy. Woo-hoo! If you know me, I actually got the Doughboy tattooed on me, so this is going to be her reminder of me, so she can never give this one away. And then for Minnie, I got her Bruce. And then she's a big horror fan, so I got her Pennywise the Clown. So when she comes to visit us, it's my way of saying thank you, because over the last roughly 2 years, she's been a pillar in my life. I've known her over 30 years, and she was my brother, aka my best friend. It was his female best friend, and she saw me at my worst when I was coming out of prison, full-blown addict, and she never judged me. And her mom both gave me some of the greatest compliments recently, said I'm a great dad, I've completely turned my life around, and that right now, like, I'm shining, guys. What I thought was a setback was really a setup for a breakthrough. When I thought I was losing everything because I was ending my marriage by choice, and I got tired of being drugged, and I wanted to stand up for what was right. I wanted to see if I really was the problem. And don't get me wrong, there's things that I've been working on over the last 2 years through therapy, support, and stuff like that. But realizing I'm not the person that I was being accused of, and finding my freedom and learning that I can be a great father and a mother at this point, I'm pretty fucking proud of myself. Oh, I'm back. And I'm pretty proud of myself, man. I'm really proud of the person that I've become over the last 2 years. And I was talking to friends of mine yesterday at the party, and the only way you become a diamond when you're a coal is through the pressure. And these last 2 years, a lot of pressure, man. And my kids are healthy, my kids are safe, we have a home, and we are building, and I'm jazzed. So, being a dad, for the next 398 days, I'm going to read a joke a day at 5 o'clock-ish. And if I can have a pack, I'll rip a pack. If not, we'll talk about what's going on in the Pokemon community. And I don't know about you guys, but my local machine, I did a video on it. They black screened it because the freaking bozo scalper / glitchers. So I gotta find a new machine. All right, guys, ready? Ready. All right, and if you got a good dad joke you want to share, comment down below and I will read it. All right? All right, let's go. Chapter 1. Did you hear? Did you hear about the clown who held doors for people? It was a nice gesture. And you know what's funny? Is I teach my son to hold the door when we leave. All right, I actually have a pack of Perfect Order. Found it at Target when I got him the butter squishy. I didn't even know what the chase is. I just like the pack. All right, guys, let's see what we got. See if I got something. Is there a Gengar in here? I don't know. Cue card. I'm going to say fire. I've been feeling fire. You guys ready? Oh, green energy. Let's see. I got Amaro. I think I need that for the Pokédex. I got the bunny. The Jack-o'-lantern. That's a Bunnabali. I have the Hangry Hippopotamus. And you know what the funny thing is, guys? I'm learning how to play the TCG. I got my Charizard deck. And now that soccer's over, unfortunately, we lost in the semifinals on a penalty kick by 1 point. I'm going to go and start playing League. You can see me at Slim Rips. Well, not this week, next week. But I am going to have my deck at Card Party, so I'm going to hopefully join the tournament there. We got the Owl. We got the Flying Sword. This card is crazy. Like, I don't even understand the sword. Oh, Core Memory. The Mega Zygarde. This card is attached. You can use attack on this card. You can still need necessary energy. You can use the attack on this card. Oh, Geoba. Oh, that's gonna go on my deck, guys. That is fire. The Mega Zygarde is X card. EX this card is attached to. Oh yeah, that going in the deck, baby. I'm gonna put that aside right now. This is the Talonflame. So I have a Charizard deck. Hey, Identity. Oh! Oh, wait. Oh, that's good. Hey, Gengar. 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 That is cool. I got a hit. I appreciate you guys. I hope you guys got something out the live. I will be live at 5-ish tomorrow. Until then, I'm Big D. He's Mini Mini. And together we are Unbox 'em All Dynamic Duo. Pew, 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 pew.